name is Olaf Bruns, and I'm a freelance journalist here in Brussels and a conference moderator. And we'll bring together young people from the Western Balkans and half a dozen EU ambassadors to those countries. And it will be all about building a bridge between them and the European Union, making their voices heard. So a very warm welcome to all the participants and looking forward to talking to you.
Dobar dan iz predivne Bosne I Hercegovine.
Zdravo iz Srbije.
Pozdrav od Severna Makedonija.
Zdravo društvo, puno pozdrava šaljemo vam iz Crne Gore.
Përshëndetje nga Kosova. I'm Mara Berisha and I'm talking to you from the beautiful city of Prizren.
Përshëndetje të Prizrenit të gjithëve. Hello everyone, greetings from Albania.
So let's move to the studio and start the debate. See you soon. Well, that's awesome. Let's get the ball rolling. I'm delighted to see that there's so many people joining, but we only have an hour and a half, so I try not to do too much talking and move straight into the debate. In this first part, we'll give the word to 6 EU ambassadors to 6 Western Balkan countries, and they all come with a team of high school students from their respective countries. So let's start with David Geer, who represents the European Union in North Macedonia and the high school students from North Macedonia. A very warm welcome, David. Happy Europe Day, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, and happy Europe Day to you and to all the students, young European ambassadors, and my fellow ambassadors. Great pleasure to be here. I think this is one of those events we might not have done before the pandemic, but it's something positive that comes out of that. So I've been asked just to say a few words, first of all, about myself. Well, here I am. My name's David Geer. I'm the head of delegation in Skopje, North Macedonia. And I come from that generation born in the 1960s, whose parents had the experience of the Second World War. And in fact, my father fought in the Second World War. And one of the things, even though he never talked about it or hardly ever talked about it, one of the things that I grew up with from him and inherited from him was a sense of never again. We should never allow this to happen again. And we should do everything we can to try and prevent that happening. And so almost by osmosis, I picked up some of the key values of the European Union, fighting for peace and security, and its values and aspirations for human rights, democracy, tolerance, rule of law. By training, I'm a lawyer. But I've also worked in civil society organizations, human rights, international law, and I've served in our delegations in Georgia and Armenia, the West Bank and Gaza, and now in North Macedonia. And I've also served quite a long time in Brussels too. And if I was to say what moments for me were the most important in my career, I think there were those Brussels years when I was able to witness the series of enlargements which were so important in shaping the European Union and in resolving many outstanding issues across Europe. So there we are. I've said what Europe means for me. And so it's really over to you now. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the words, the European Union?
For me, European Union means new perspectives and better standards for youth.
The European Union for me means freedom, especially the possibility to travel freely all across Europe.
The European Union for me is an opportunity for education.
The first thing which comes to mind when I hear European Union is exploring new cultures.
Connecting with young people and peers.
The European Union is a bridge that connects the diversities.
Thank you very much, everybody in the video. Thanks, David. And we move from North Macedonia to Montenegro. I invite the EU ambassador to Montenegro, Oana Kristina Popa, to come in next to talk about her and her team. Happy Europe Day. How are you?
Happy Europe Day to you. Thank you very much. We're good. We're good. We're very happy to be here. Hello, everyone. My name is Oana Cristina Popa. I'm the EU ambassador to Montenegro. I come from Cluj-Napoca, Romania. Cluj-Napoca is the capital of Transylvania, which you all may know because of Dracula, but there's so much more to it. Today, I'm a career diplomat in the Romanian Foreign Service, and I'm a historian and an international relations specialist by academic training. I have served most of my diplomatic career in the Western Balkans. I was ambassador to Croatia, to Serbia, and last year I joined the European External Action Service, and I am currently the EU ambassador to Montenegro. I'm particularly delighted to be here today with young people because I always enjoy speaking to young people. More so, I would like to follow up a little bit on what David said. I grew up a little later in communism, and that is also part of the Never Again package, alongside with the horrors of World War II. I have had the chance, and I was lucky enough to be young enough when the Iron Curtain fell and to be able to enjoy the opportunities of the free world. And in many ways, if not in all, I'm a product of the European Union, and I have benefited from all the advantages that the EU has brought. I have traveled across Europe. I have benefited from academic trainings, from travel exchanges with fellow students from Europe. So this is one of the great assets that the EU can bring. And I encourage you all to take as much advantage as you can. The voice of young people is extremely important because you are the future. You are the future leaders. So go out there and seize the moment.
This year, the European Union turns 71, and that reminds us of a more secure future.
Although the European Union is technically 28 years old because we know it by this name since the Maastricht Treaty in 1993, it's actually a lot older. The first idea came up in the year 1950 in Paris as the European Coal and Steel Community.
It can depend on what we think of. What do we think about the European continent, the name, civilization, or even the unity and the European Union? Around 50 million years ago, rising and falling sea levels have determined the actual shape of Europe.
Since today is a National European Day, Europe is officially 71 years old.
According to statistics, average age in European Union is 43.7 years.
The story about permanent peace and stability has been living for 7 decades and making the life better for all the people abiding by its laws.
So, hello. Well, personally, I think with connecting youth with you, it's like mixing cultures together and making young people or youth cooperate with each other and learn from each other, give experience to each other, and get more and more and more advanced in their life. Thank you.
Thank you, Vera.
Except connecting youth with each other, I think that the goals of EU it's to make a change and make a great impact to our communities.
Annika.
Hello. Well, I definitely think that it means that we get to be better persons and that we get to meet other young people who are ambitious, active, and just amazing as us.
Well, that's a very hopeful outlook indeed on the European youth goal, connecting the European Union with youth. I asked two more, Anastasia.